Hello again, my excellent friends.
Here I come to save the day.
Fred, do something!
Good evening, everybody. Hey, Striker, and welcome to today's stream. Where we will be night 4 of Dragon Age Origins as the Carolina Hurricanes down to Penguins 5-1. The Nashville Predators are down 6-2 against the Florida Panthers. We got Go Eat Boats. I am rather stuffed. It's like I got some writing done today, and essentially just trying to get my head right for the month of November. I was thinking enchantment. Yes, I was thinking enchantment. That's exactly what I was thinking. Thank you, Striker. No, I was actually thinking of because I was messing around with a freemium game during the day, and folks know that we often raid. Zone Sama is typically our Wednesday night target for a raid. And they have for the Zone Out streams and occasionally on Fridays. I wonder if there's a channel point for enchantment. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure how the hell I will even set that up. You know what I need is I need actually possibly like the sound bite for that. And then it would probably be through Stream Elements. I just need to remember how to set those up. Because it's been a long time since I set up any alerts and stuff. Or like sound things in Stream Elements. And I did have to move my mic today because well, I was eating something here at my desk. As one would assume. I mean, I have a perfectly good dining table upstairs. It's like, but I'm often in my office, so it's like I eat more meals down here than I do up in my dining room, which comes to a shock of no one. Like, wonder why I have like the jugs and stuff of water and stuff down here. It's like, yeah, I just don't feel like going up to the stairs half the time. And this is the iced tea from the other day. Need to make more. Next time I do grocery shopping, I need to make sure I get like another thing of the caffeinated iced tea. Yeah. So I'm messing around with a freemium game last night that involves Zone Sama and stuff, and it got me thinking of like what other freemium games, and what I mean by freemium games is like those games that you often see on like mobile phones and such, where they basically have all the massive cooldowns and you gotta wait for for the next for a long period of time for your energy or to do the stuff that you want to do to try and bulk up your characters, your army as such. Raid Shadow Legends is a good example of that type of stuff. But I was thinking like what freemium games I actually sunk a lot of time and if not money into, and I have to say the one that I did was Star Trek Timelines, and then I accidentally reset my entire account and lost everything, like all the characters and stuff. Like, shit, I don't even know how I reset the account. I honestly don't know how I did it. I just know I somehow did. And lost everything. So it's like, yeah. But that would have possibly been the one that I spent a lot of time in terms of like getting characters maxed out and stuff like that. But yeah, freemium games are probably like in terms of gaming, they're probably the lowest form. Especially if they have like RPG elements to it. Like your Candy Crushes, your Bejewels, your Peggles, those are fine because they're quick little mini puzzle stuff. Okay, you get an X number of chances in a day and stuff. It's like, okay, it's fine. But then you have like the RPG style ones where the strategy and stuff is like, oh boy. And it's like those, yeah. Especially if you want to like try and max stuff out. It's like, yeah, they're meant for a long-term play. But at the same time, it's like there is just that complete vibe of just being totally like scuzzy, for lack of a better term, as the stars take the lead on the Black Hawk stare. Also, they opened up a Little Caesars near where I live. I tried a Little Caesars pizza. The value is great, but you know, it's like I think it's a bit too greasy for my taste. But can't beat the values. Like $9.95 for like a half pepperoni and half like a breadstick or style thingy type pizza. I mean, that's one heck of a value right there. But so it's like it's cheaper than Papa John's, but which is actually closer. But in comparison to like the Fabrizio, the Francello's, and the Roman pizzerias, and even the 45th Street pub, it probably won't be like a go-to. So yeah. So we are back to, of course, Dragon Age thingies. Things of the Dragon Age. Alrighty. Get ourselves comfortable here and figure out where the hell we need to go. Grimoire of the Apprentice. We go from one place to another place. It's kind of neat. It's like, yeah, the whole vibe of just banging out a game in like 4 consecutive nights.
I guess you've been with a lot of men. Men, women, elves. A dwarf in drag once, but I don't recommend that. Oh, you're blushing. Why? How many lovers have you had? I never... You're a virgin. Hawk, you've been holding out on the poor girl. Get her a night at the Blooming Rose. On me.
That's, very generous.
I'm a giver.
A night of the Blooming Rose. Oh, poor Bethany.
I think I found something of yours.
This was free of its handler. Well, you're a lucky one. Thank you.
The abandoned... The ruins that are abandoned. Okay. The dude's here.
I hear you're in need of a bit of help.
Ah, so you're the reinforcements the magistrate promised. The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little Shemlin children he's after.
Look at these guards. I doubt either of them has to worry about having pretty children.
That's not what I meant.
Yes, it is.
The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her. I want him dead. My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes.
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name is Elrin. I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts.
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
Yeah.
Nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the magistrate won't take our word over his.
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
I'll tear his throat out myself.
Thank you, Sarah. You have no idea what this means.
You couldn't turn to the guards.
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these Shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him. They're stalling, trying to give the murdering bastard a chance to get away.
Oi now, elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be going against the magistrate's orders.
This murderer cannot be allowed to walk free.
Then that bastard will finally get what he deserves. Thank you.
Not wise, stranger. You try to take justice into your own hands, the magistrate'll have your head.
Only if it's reported.
Well, we'll be quiet then.
You. Yeah, excuse me. Hell of a sneeze there. Huh. Oh, they're the freaking spiders.
Face me. I stand for all of us.
Let's finish this! One less to worry about. You hit like my grandmother!
But don't get full of yourself.
But their grandmother is dead. Exactly. The amount of unintentional friendly fire in this game. Must be incredible. Hey, Captain Cylon. There's Spider-Man. Hey, Cap, we'll get the hydration. Not much. We ran into the elf who tells us that the fugitive is hunting elven children. We can't let that stand. Other than that, you didn't really miss much. My opening rant was on freemium games. And in part, mostly the impracticality of the RPG versions. Where's the water? There it is. Like, I think in the Candy Crush format and the Bejeweled format, fine. It's like, okay, fine. It's when they get into the big RPGs. Yeah, that's where I'm kind of worried about, like, the Persona Phantom X. If that gets like a full like North American release, it's like, oh boy, you talk about potentially killing a franchise out. And are you going to need to have a day for Marvel Rivals maybe in the future? Well, maybe to try it out or something. Yeah. Oh boy. I mean, I probably should. Like, if it's free to, they said it was going to be free to play, so we might take a look at it, maybe a couple nights or something.
Who are you? Please, can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Leah? Your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
How did you escape your dastardly kidnapper? Kick to the groin? Sand in the eyes? Rock to the head?
Kelder? No, he let me go. I tried to make it to the entrance, but I hid when those creatures showed up. I thought I heard him calling for me. I almost went back to him. I didn't want to be eaten. But Kelder, he hit me, told me I was nothing. I begged him to stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away and just started crying. Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
I'll have to remember to use that. A demon made me do it.
But it's true.
It's
How
true?
else could he do something like this? Please.
Kelder is dangerous, Leah. If he fights back, I can't promise he won't get hurt.
He won't fight you, I promise.
Run to the entrance. You'll find your father there.
Now, please note, we didn't clear every passageway.
Watch your step. Done. Face me. I stand for all of us. Making the world a better place, one enemy at a time. Full counter benefit.
All right, you. Why are you picking on elven girls?
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
You wanted those creatures to kill you.
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Tempting to grab it at $20.
Should be torn apart, forgotten down here, not protected by my father.
Yeah.
From the magistrate's vague description, I expected a hardened criminal, not a whining coward.
He didn't tell you, did he? The magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
I'm disgusted by the both of them.
The magistrate's more worried about keeping his job than doing it.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like a game that I would enjoy.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl, she had no right to be so beautiful, so perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others. The circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad. This isn't my fault.
Leah said you told her to run. Why?
I was crying, and she asked me if I was all right. After everything the demons made me do to her, she was concerned about me. How could I let them destroy something so good, so pure?
Let me get this straight. You
Barrack, Bethany, is about the easy ones to get max approval in Act 1. They all just want to be friends. Sweet.
The demons don't like it when they cry.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
First smart thing he said. Give him what he wants.
Just tell my father I'm sorry. For everything.
Must you be so dramatic?
Some people are simply broken.
And now he's dead and broken. Yeah, she really approved.
You saved her. My little girl. I didn't dare hope. Did you find that monster? Is he dead?
We could bring him back as the undead and then kill him again.
No, that's all right. I'd rather he stay dead.
Yep, stay dead.
I didn't believe an elf could ever get justice in Kirkwall. I speak for all of us when I say that we are in your debt, Sirrah.
I feel just as bad for those knife ears as the next man. But ignoring the magistrate's direct orders, that's madness.
Alrighty. Back to Hightown.
Do men find you intimidating? What about Wesley? Did he? Isabella. What?
What?
Too soon? Too soon, too personal, too... everything coming from you. Oh, sore spot? If you don't shut up, I'll give you a sore spot.
Does she promise to give her a sore spot? Alright, I need to take a restroom break of sorts. I actually will be back ASAP. Like, what have we found?
We're never going to figure out what the flaming cloud is.
We will eventually. I always say this about your character, Iceman. It certainly has a bony ass.
Are you talking about my real life me, or just
your pirate counterpart?
I mean, the answer's the same.
Oh.
Better. I could eat you under the table.
Wait. Sheesh.
Wowzers.
What? It's a common turn of phrase. You're the one making it dirty. I plead innocent.
Oh, so you're just gonna tweet through it then?
I won't be speaking further without my lawyer present.
I'll just snap right here.
Where do I fall on the binary?
Well, obvious.
Whatever, I'm drunk.
Hey, she's drunk. She admitted. Haha.
Whoa. Damn. Good answer.
Do you ever have non-weird questions?
Nope. Constantly weird questions.
Never, ever. I've been cursed by a witch.
The witch was named Chloe.
Does true love's first kiss break the spell?
I don't know. I didn't think the joke that far ahead.
All right, hit me then. What's the question?
Have you had any skulls go missing?
Not sure what's going on with the opposing team. I'm not going to complain, but... Come on.
Hurt you.
Ooh.
Why would you hurt me?
Good question.
You saw what I did in the Chantry. That's who I am. A year ago, maybe we could have had something. But I'm not that man anymore. I'll break your heart. And that might kill me as surely as the Templars.
Like in the first game. Yeah, there we go. Straightforward.
Wow, you're fast. Nice work.
We cheated. We used roller skates. This a random cutscene.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Oh, shut up, Wesley.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown.
All right. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I found that I stumbled into a secret area. I haven't. Okay, so we run back over here. Put the spoon to use. The power of the spoon.
Now you might feel a slight pinch.
Holy shit! You did it! You're a lifesaver. I probably should have figured.
And back. Oh boy. You know, I really gotta get better with portion control when I eat. Thank you, Captain. I guess we're heading this way. We head this way as opposed to that way.
You have such pretty hair. What a lovely color.
Other children used to laugh at me for having ginger hair.
Really? Oh, I bet you were cute. Did you have pigtails?
Sometimes.
How precious. Little Aveline running around the village with her flaming orange pigtails streaming behind her. And little boys all scattering and screaming for mercy as she approached.
Shut up, whore.
Glitter dust. What are these, Kunari? It certainly looks like it. A Dalish assassin.
Do you even know her name, Shem? No? It's Delilah. She's dead.
I was a beast then. A werewolf. I did many terrible things. I'm sorry.
Sorry does not bring.
Oh, is she cute?
I was a victim too, Elf. Of Zathrian's vengeance. Stranger, please calm her down.
I hear you right. You're a werewolf.
I was one, but no longer. Her Dalish keeper cursed some humans with lycanthropy long ago. The disease spread over the years, but the hero of Ferelden freed us.
He was cursed. You can't blame him for that.
You stand up for him? Fine. Then you will die for him.
Come on. Come on, we Tuvok got killed for no apparent reason.
It didn't have to come to this. Take this, and thanks.
Well, that sucked. But apparently there is a lot to do around here. We got very, very close. We got so close. You know what? Be precautionary. Like, you never know. What might be here? Well, code is updated.
Watch yourself. Having a member of the guard along carries little weight here.
Ah, Flyers beat the Lightning. Always a good day when the boys, when the orange and black can get a win. Where are we at in terms of our inventory space? Okay, we're good. We're good. Is that the orange ball or the white one? Hockey. It'll be the black puck. Giant spiders. Oh yeah, hockey. If you can hockey with the right combination or right vibe from the commentators can be just simply incredible just to listen to. Huh. They do get ripped apart quite nicely.
Squirrels. They can be vicious little bastards.
Squirrels? What squirrels? I'm immediately thinking of Doug from Up. Squirrel! Oh, so they're warm-ups. What? I always say that at least being in the Philadelphia area, I was always lucky to have like at least in terms of like sports broadcasters, like dudes and dudettes who could, what to say, paint a picture with the words and describing the action. A lot of times, as especially in high school, living in the same house, right? You're like just 2 floors up. It's like just have the radio on and stuff, listening to a game, falling asleep to it. Like there's a nice vibe to that. It's like falling asleep listening to an audiobook. Like some people have like a natural voice for it, and some people don't. So for a very brief period of time, I lived in Trenton, New Jersey in the 90s. Despite how dangerous everyone said it was, I remembered very nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Trenton's, you know, has its problems like everywhere in New Jersey. Yep. In my case, I lived in arguably what has often been listed as the most dangerous city in America. Yeah, it's like in my hometown where I've lived the majority of my life. Yeah, it was like I know how dangerous it is here. I mean, in this very house, like literally, I've had somebody was killed, literally in front of my house several years ago, and they had a whole like vigil and stuff, literally in front on my freaking fence. It's like, so like how that there was this weird thing like how long do I allow this stuff to stay up? And I couldn't get out of my house that day either because of how many people like were there. But this poor kid is like, but then again, it's like they were out. Yeah, but still. Like, if I don't have my earbuds on, it's like I could literally hear, I can tell the difference between gunshots and like those little firecracker little popper things. So very easy to confuse the two. And please know, when people say it's like the most dangerous cities in New Jersey, they normally think of either one of two, either one, and I'm in the southern one within the state. Then again, you couldn't pay me to move up to Newark anyway. Like, yeah, no. No. Oh wait, we picked up some goodies. But speaking about the back in the 90s, let's just walk up this way. I don't know where I was going. But back in the 90s, we had Kurt Cobain. Yes, back in the 90s, we also had Hanson. Not the good Hanson either. The boy band. The good Hanson, of course, being the Hanson brother. Well, weren't the Hanson brothers in what was the name of that hockey film from the 70s? I can't think of it now. I think Paul Newman was in it. Like bop 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 dooby da ba da doo wap doo wap ba da doo, yeah. Trust me, if I was to do a karaoke stream, I may not hit every note, but at least I'll be consistent, especially with songs that I know. Oh wow. I just like the fact that we were just able to openly explore this entire area. What's up, assholes? Hmm. So now I'm curious. What hockey movie had the slap shot? Why couldn't I remember that? So I was thinking Hot Shot, but no, that's the two parody movies. Like that came out before Charlie Sheen went off the deep end.
Well, Captain. Can I call you Captain? You can call me Captain.
I won't be doing that.
Neither will I. Because you're a guard captain. No real authority. Not like on a ship.
Well, you would know about having a large number of men under you.
You've been waiting to use that.
Oh, wow.
Did you practice?
Shut
up.
Like, ooh, the smell that was spicy.
I think I found something of yours.
Don't wave that around. I mean, thank you.
All right. So there appears to be a lot of things to do up in this area. Okay. Odd.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
Oh.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
I'm pretty sure I've seen elves around who weren't Dalish.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're elven no more.
I was given an amulet for someone named Marathari.
How do you know that name?
Wait, this is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought she'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marathari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Hey, we're not gonna call us any trouble. We like the the elves. Ooh, who's this?
I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari.
Milfelf.
Let me look at you. There is a light in your heart, human. Let it go out. You will need it. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Your guard said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch
Like the music here.
amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belenar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child, made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice.
Oh, okay.
Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You will find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
This mountain is cursed, I swear. 3 days in a row I've shot at and missed deer.
Okay.
Something of yours, sir.
A strange turn. Thank you.
Kind of funny this.
Cursed, I swear. 3 days
Watch
in
your
a row
step,
I've
Shem.
shot at and
You
missed
don't know
deer.
how many Dalish
Maybe it's not the mountain. Maybe it's you that's first, my love.
Shem. Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
Mm-hmm.
is second to none, I assure you.
All right, Meryl, where are you? Ooh.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
Yeah, she's damn cute too.
I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Back, who are you?
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marathari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sundermort.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly.
We're probing her.
The Keeper and I had disagreements.
Yep.
But it would sort itself out in time.
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before.
Yeah, you did.
Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawk.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
Party management now gets interesting when you want good approval with everyone. I can imagine.
Oh, I miss the cold and the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asher Belenar. It's not wise to make her wait.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Belenar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally.
Yeah, we do it.
People tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Belenar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Let's get this over with.
Let's finish this! One more for me. You hit like my scramble, right?
This raises so many questions about their grandmother. They keep bringing the grandmother up.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
They know.
Jets win again.
Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving. And no one minds having to pick up and move over and over just to protect a few of you. Why would they mind? Once we've picked over a hunting ground, there's no reason to stay. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
You almost hit me.
Please keep turning skeletons into toads for us.
But I never... Right. Not literally. Happy to help. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
She is adorable. Like an elf version of Tally. I think some people will probably go Liara on the direct comparison, but I don't like the fact they're coming out of the ground and they're getting wailed on. It's like, yeah, we will complete the rising through the ground animation one way or another. The rising through the ground animation will be completed. Even if it means we drop dead immediately afterwards, the animation will be completed.
I need to get more exercise.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
So, this is awkward. Anyone else think this is awkward?
I think it's awkward.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock and hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry.
Ooh. More elf fruit. Wow, it's really going up. Well, so I'm looking at that, and that doesn't make any sense. Where the heck is that area at?
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
Is there anything I can do to help?
It's kind of you to ask. I'm fine. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashabelana isn't known for her patience. The mountain is home to a lot of terrible things. Remnants of a war long ago. Be on your guard.
Spiders!
Now you fall!
You would think the mages would develop like the power of of raid. Interesting.
How about you?
Can spiders cry for their mothers? Ooh. Seems like there'd be like a lots of wow, this got real shady.
That should do it.
Huh. So we can't go that way. Well, when the game says, yeah, you're not going this way, this passage is sealed. That answers my question in regards to this little weirdly placed thing.
I can open the way forward. One moment.
She's a blood mage.
I felt the veil shift. You called something here. Are you insane?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
The barrier is gone, certainly. Surely there was a safer way.
Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights.
All right, so we're seeing what the problem is.
Uthanara. The endless dream, they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
We're dedicated. We're a level 10 rogue.
That's enough.
That horror was ancient. Keyword was.
I think it's safe now. Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
You think it's safe now? Well, she thinks it's safe now. There doesn't seem to be any spiders around. We believe it's safe now. The blight was stopped, and now we. I don't know where I was going with that, but fuck it. Hey, Thumbs. Let's give Thumbs a shout out here. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well this evening, Thumbs. All things considered. It's Flemeth.
Here we are.
Friend of yours?
You speak the word as if it is cheap coin meant for spending.
You don't know me.
Huh. I know your type.
Andaranatishan Ashabalana.
Proper respect.
People, I see, so young and bright. Do you know who I am beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So
Goodness gracious, this is a beautiful shot.
their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
I agreed to deliver the amulet, though you could have told me you were inside it.
Just a piece. A small piece.
What piece?
All I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Her Morgan? Yeah, all things considered, yes. But glad to see you're here, Thumbs. Morgan mentioned, yes, Morgan is alive. Oh, we forgot to read what the Frosty bot said about Thumbs. Oh, darling, Power Thumb seems to have quite the obsession with buttons, wouldn't you say? They're currently haunted by something called daylight, though I'm not quite sure what that is. Perhaps it's best if you see for yourself, if you dare. As... Let's see. You were quite polite, Frosty. Sometimes, polite was merely a facade, I assure you. One must occasionally don the mask of civility, lest the simpletons grow restless, but do not mistake it for a genuine warmth. Very neat tool, very useful tool. I mean, it will roast.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Both.
Neither is she.
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed.
You're setting that up now?
Quite nicely.
Awesome. It's like, any tips? If you're not going for the benefactor route with it, be sure to turn on like the because like when ad breaks appear, like because everyone has their ads set up differently. Be cautious and turn on like the trivia question ones. Whoa! Another virtual streamer graces us with their presence. Ryu Muramasa has brought the return, coming off of another stream of Mafia 3. Illuminati, welcome everyone. For those who don't know, I am Fred. If you're, I am a variety streamer. We are playing Dragon Age 2 this evening. Ryu, thank you for the raid. Back-to-back nights, I appreciate it. If you need to raid and run, I understand. You know, that personal preventative maintenance. Get up, stretch legs, restroom break, grab a snack, all that good just stuff. Do hope your stream of Mafia 3 went well. And that you are running the city. Take a swig of water here. But yeah, if you're setting up FrostyBot thumbs, so it's like in the like with each individual section, like you can set up for like individual characters or go by like their default stuff. I like setting up characters to try and theme how the bot responds in regards to whatever game I'm playing. This adds a little bit of like that extra immersion and also the hilarity on how rude it can possibly get at times. But if you are going the benefactor route, you can set up like direct reaction responses to it, and but you can use it to set up like raid messages, do like for greetings and stuff. Also, even though the tools the tools there may be fairly limited, they cover a lot of ground. Like, I have it handled like the shout-outs where I'm not having to type it myself. So it... Yeah. Yeah, I figured you would get a kick out of it. I know if Dante ever comes back to streaming, I know he would probably love it as well. It's like the death. I just can imagine like the death counter. It's like, oh, Dante, you died again. Like
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
You know what? Flemeth is cool. And again, I love Flemeth's look. And in the first game, she definitely has the old hermit living in the swamp look. Here, she just looks like a boss.
Plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable.
Queen is another one. Like, yes, Queen.
And when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Catch up on the chat. Powersome dropped in to say hi, share some setup tips. Rick Hazen gave them a sweet shout out. Captain Silent's heart skipped a beat for Flemeth and Morgan. Meanwhile, Ryu rated the stream, bringing the party. The cozy night. Like, oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh boy. You know, Cap, it had fun with you when it was Chloe, and considering it is Morgan, its personality is currently based on Morgan. I will see about maybe trying to set it up with maybe a nicer personality. Oh boy. Well, yeah, it's like, who knows, you might make it worse. Take another swig there. And that's the other thing, as you pointed out there, Thumbs, it does do like direct responses and such. Thank you for the hydrate, Captain. We stay very well liquidated here.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashabelinar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Neat.
It occurs to me, I don't know how Sandamount got its name. Certainly isn't Elven, is it?
All right, let's explore a little. What's down this way?
Trap. All set. Done. That should do it. All set.
Every time I played this, she said my sympathy. I was like, wait, what do you mean that? Well, I'm not entirely sure what she means other than the typical, oh, it's just Flemeth being cryptic and stuff. Probably mad at us for helping Morgan. Well, elven leather armor. You know, something tells me we're about to run into something big up here. Can't imagine what exactly, but... Oh, wow. Okay, so whatever there, we can't get through it now. Like, what could she possibly mean? Well, a good portion of Dragon Age can revolve around tragedy of some sort. Which is why I gotta reinstall Inquisition and do the Trespasser DLC. So... like, why didn't I do it the first time through? Well, because, at the time I sunk like like 100 hours into it. I said before, like, I sunk 100+ hours into Inquisition when I first played it. And it's like, yeah, okay.
Honest child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Clearly they have regrets. Alright, allow me to shuffle the party around because there's still stuff in this area we need to do.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
That tree's not terrible.
Oh,
Wow.
It's not so bad. It doesn't even smell like bilge water.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
Working your way up will be fun. All right, that was a lie. It won't be fun.
Some adventurer I am. Barely set out and I'm already daunted. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course.
Not now?
But maybe later. I could use a friend.
Of course. But only because you used that "you kicked my puppy" voice.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean...
She is so adorable. And that... Okay, Bethany, you're benched. Marrow, you're in.
I'm sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
It sounds like your son is...
We got a sympathy for the mages.
Anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt
Like,
I
neat.
betrayed his trust. He thinks
like,
he can live free of the Circle, but I am afraid without proper training.
an aspiring android. Wonder where they got the name, the android thing from in comparison.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son
Yeah.
had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him.
Trying to think of some of the I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff I've had it done. Obviously the character stuff, the shoutouts, the responses. Oh, the auto raid messages also are really cool. Definitely want to set that up.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of
This way, when you set your raid, like if you do raid somebody, you do the exclamation point raid, or craft up a nice little raid message.
That is why I turned to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe. I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
You and Fainriel's father are not married?
Varric is standing there just trying to... Varric is standing there, when I see him on screen, it's like he's trying to seduce this poor woman. It's like, yeah. Tell me about you.
I will not leave
Yes. Tell me about your problems, baby.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
My husband Wesley was a Templar. They're not all fanatics to be feared.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Good to see you again, my dear.
How is your wife doing?
Carry on my wayward son.
Weakness comes and goes, but I'm hoping for the best. Thank you for it.
I would like to know more about being a guard, Aveline.
I don't think that's the job for you.
I know, but it might help me not get caught.
You probably shouldn't have said that part.
Why?
Just Never mind.
Yeah, we need to pop into the house. Oh, yeah, we need hey, dog.
Keep it down, dog. All that noisy dog.
What? He's just breathing.
Make him stop.
He doesn't sweat like we do. And it's stuffy in here. You could open a window.
There. Isn't that annoying? Ah, blight take you.
Like, be nice to the giant baby. So we definitely need... mainly to give them their special gifted items. I always hit the... And then you have... 1, 2... We can give her... What's this? Oh. All right.
You must really like the Hawk family.
Why do you say that?
You came all the way from Lothering with them, didn't you? And they're not even your clan.
Humans don't have clans, Meryl.
Exactly. You came so far together, and you didn't even have a keeper to make you get along.
So your keeper tells you to stop kicking each other, or she'll turn the Aravel around?
Sometimes she also warns us to stop pulling hair.
So the keepers are essentially the babysitters. Requires an extra bit of dexterity. And we have a lot.
Repent, and the Maker will forgive.
Badly copied leaflet.
Greetings, my lady. You look like a woman who'd appreciate the finest rubies from Antiva gracing her lovely neck. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
My lady, I'm a bachelor. I've never met a woman of sufficient beauty and charm to tie Vincento down.
That's the best you can do with a guard staring you in the face.
Let us not ruin the day with such weighty thoughts. Perhaps I could show you my silks.
Perhaps you could stop jerking me around and tell me where your son is.
The boy is a mage of elven blood. Do you wonder I fear for him?
Okay, well, he won't win Father of the Year. Map of occupied Kirkwall. Amazing how you always end up stumbling across upon quests just by roaming around.
Do you really like sailing? Like it? I love it. The salt spray on my face, the wind whipping by my ears, the gulls screaming overhead.
I think I found something.
I love it all.
Don't wave that around.
Don't you get sick? I was so sick on our trip across the sea. Were you in the hold? Everyone was in the hold. There's your problem. You need to be up on deck, under the sky, with nothing between you and the horizon. Sailing is like sex. Do it wrong and it'll make you sick. But do it right, and there's no feeling in the world like it.
Oh, thanks, Isabella.
Welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solicitous.
Must have been windy. His hairline got blown all the way back.
In advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
Remedy that. Potions shop. You, my good man, are priceless.
The pun wasn't intentional, although I may use that next time. It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Sirrah. Thank you, my friend. Only one thing on the list left to find.
Huh. Wow. Guess my roaming around really paid off. Aimless wandering.
Are you the Templar who is pursuing the boy Fainrail?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Perhaps you know Ariane from when she was with the Dalish.
We don't all know each other. There are a lot of clans, you know.
Oh wow! I just noticed.
Friend of his.
I just noticed this like she had this cute little like cheek twitch there, like almost like she was smirking a little.
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the circle. Frightened of his gift,
resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles. If we do not find Fainriel soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
Aveline, don't you think this matter concerns the whole city?
It does, and you Templars are spread thin to begin with.
True.
Oh wow, good thing I
More mages fleeing than we can easily keep up with.
Then let the city guard do what we're good at. I can track the boy.
There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson.
Samson?
The order due to philosophical differences.
He had his hair cut.
He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall. If Fainriel went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I have seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
Gotham, the master of choices, made the ultimate one by subscribing. Whoa! Oh. Hey, thanks for the sub, Thumbs. Came through so quickly, it's like, wow, like the bot picked up on it. Power Thumbs, the master of choices, made the ultimate one. By subscribing to Fred Kasdan, from crafting AI dialogues to choosing to support the stream, your decisions are as epic as Dragon Quest VIII, Dragon Age 2. Here's to your journey, where the only consequence is more awesome content. I appreciate it, Thumbs. I wonder why stream elements didn't go off, but, well, there you go. It's like, there it is. Well, it popped up on one thing. Sebastian.
So, will anyone smite me if I tell you I killed the men who wronged your family?
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chanter's board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah.
We want your loyalty.
My parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
Yes, where can we find them?
Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
Oh, we're glad we could help them.
Probably don't care much at this point, but I hope you sleep a bit easier.
Yes, I hope I will. Thank you. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
Retribution. All right.
It's not not always fun and games on the sea, though. There are storms and hostile pirates.
Oh, side dialogue.
Cooped up with men who haven't seen a woman in months. You're a woman? Exactly. And I don't usually let them touch me, so they get frustrated. I insist all of them get alone time. Helps with the crankiness. They're already lonely. Why would you insist they be alone some more? Oh, Meryl. What? Did I miss something? Go think about it. Maybe it'll come to you.
Okay. Isabella. Well, that is certainly explaining a lot. That is certainly that is without question explaining a lot of the fandom community for her exchanges.
Did Lothering have any lineage?
It wasn't a big enough village to have a wall around it, let alone a place for elves.
Yes.
Where did the elves live then?
Okay.
Stables and outbuildings mostly.
I think I like alienages better.
Oh, there's another quest. Huh.
I heard you lost something. This it?
You found this? I don't know what to say.
They can say thank you. All right, thumbs. You might want to hit the lurk with this exclamation point with the lurk on its own there, but I appreciate it all the same. We'll throw down a few lurks emotes there to acknowledge it.
Good day, Sirrah. Insist if you must, but Viscount Dumas will see no one. If you've news of Seamus, I will relay it to him.
Seamus?
Fine. Tell Dumas my scouts have tracked the boy and his Canary captor to the Wounded Coast. I'm taking a full company after them, and when I return, I expect him to make a show of the reward.
So many to deal with one Kunari seems excessive.
He may be Talvashoth. The Winters leave nothing to chance. Get out of my bloody way.
Well, she was a delight.
Yes, what is it?
If this is about a rescue, that woman did not seem the type.
She is the type I feared we would attract. As I told the others, Viscount Dumas' son, Seamus, is missing. We suspect he was taken by a Kunari. If you would like to try your hand at securing his safe return, feel free. I have certainly granted no exclusivity to the Winters and their violent approach.
There must be suspicions about
Yes.
why the boy went missing.
Why did he go missing?
What have you heard?
Nothing. Until now.
There is truly nothing known. He is gone, and there have been sightings of a Kunari. The only complication is that Seamus is known to be of a sympathetic mind. He may have placed himself in danger, but it is danger nonetheless.
The Canari are not wild in the city. Petition their leader for the boy's return.
The Arishok has declared that it is not his role to do so. Apparently their rebels, the Talvashoth, are hunted anyway, killed for what they are, not for what they may have done. That does not bode well for Seamus.
Why not send a city guard?
This isn't a task for a guardsman?
Yes, isn't it?
There is a concern of appearance. If we used guards, It would allow Viscount Dumas' opponents to say this admits the Kunari threat because the city responded. In these times, public embarrassment is preferable to official embarrassment.
I should know about the competition.
The Winters out of Navarra. They don't care one whit if Seamus is returned unharmed. Their lead, Syrah Guinness, is hungry for a foothold in fair Kirkwall. And frankly, we have enough.
You know, I actually, something I just noticed there, I liked that when his head was turned, as his chin did not clip through the collar, it actually went like it went over the fabric.
Ready the reward. He'll be back in no time.
Declare it if you like, but the reward goes to whomever brings him back safe. A discussion you are welcome to have with the Winters, should you encounter them on the Wounded Coast.
You know what? Since we're here...
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. Nothing going on, Hawk. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Aveline. Guard, Captain.
Not yet, Donick, but thank you.
Clearly, Donick is taking his shot with Aveline. We don't blame him. You think she can rip the head off of half a dozen dwarves. Carry on my wayward son. By the way, not entirely sure what we're doing tomorrow for the PS4 stream. We might do God Eater, or we might take a look at something else. That's right. We cleared out the city vagrant. The city had a vagrant problem. We dealt with it.
What do you know? I was told my old friend Thrask was advising you folks to seek me out. You're looking for the boy, right? Feign something. I'll tell you now, there's not much I can do for you.
I'm looking for a retired Templar named Samson.
Retired. Sounds better than burned out husk of a Templar begging coins in the choke damp. They don't do anything to keep you, you know. You join the Order, you're free to walk away. But they're the only ones who got the dust.
The dust?
Lyrium, an ore the dwarves mine. Magic in its raw form. You need to drink the stuff to face down the magicers. Problem is, if you ever try to stop, just about kills you.
Is it true you give aid to apostates fleeing the Templars?
The mages I help, they're no more than children, newly discovered their magic and terrified. Barely left their mother's skirts, and now we're saying they got to be locked away for their own good. That demons are hunting them. Do you wonder they run?
Just looking at you, I'd say you're a man who helps anyone for the right price.
What kind of price?
How's this?
Right. The lad came to me.
Yeah, that's simple enough.
Told him there's nothing I can do for him.
Charity to a point, I see.
I pointed him to a ship captain I know, Rayner. Sometimes he'll take on runaways. Took another apostate last week, girl I sent him. Might have gone wrong though. I heard rumors he took the both of them captive instead.
So your good friend's a kidnapper? Can't say I'm surprised.
Not a friend. Just someone who's not afraid to try this business. Rumor has it, Rayner had the pair of them locked inside a Keys warehouse, somewhere close to dockside. You want to go looking, you might find the lad before he gets ransomed to the Templars. Or worse.
Okay. So, where do we go from here? To the docks. Frosty keeping it real. Let's go running. A flanking attack. It's like, don't you know your left flanks from your right flanks? Sorry, sir, I flunk flank. You flunk flank. Get the flunk out of here.
I don't like the looks of this.
We can't let anyone see
Out
this.
of range! Get back! You are not enough! All set. It's too far! How about you? Go down! Out of range! Done.
It's like we pick up the stuff. Ooh, what's down here? Loot before life. We pick up all the loot. Why we pick up the loot? Because why not? Like you need to check all around, folks.
Get a hold of her.
Please, help me. Anyone.
Get the hands. I heard they can't do no spells without hands.
You know nothing of magic.
Trap! There! I like the looks of this. I can beat you in my all set.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I'll deal with this.
Trying to kill us. That poor thing. What was her name? Where were they taking her?
I know the sacrifices you may conceal my secret, but I'm no longer a child. Well, her name is Livia. Danzig. Alright, so we know we are going to the Undercity. Like we pop in, we pop in, we kick ass, we pop out. That's right, it is. You only deplete the coin purse. Of course it would.
We break the law, I'm pretty sure. There are laws for almost everything. You're not a bad guard, are you?
No.
That's good. Is it because you're fond of Hawk? I kind of am.
How very nice for you. Keep it to yourself.
I'd rather keep it with her.
Oh! That Meryl, like, being less than subtle there, like...
Why, look here, boys. Volunteers. Clap 'em in irons and let's see what the Tevinters will pay for 'em.
I'd make a terrible slave. I talk too much. And I do that.
Yeah, she does do that.
Nobody threatens me on my ground. Shut this bitch up.
Oh, he did not last long.
Now you fall. Let's finish this. Get back. No more. How about you? Get back. I'm right here. Hit me.
They wanted to get hit?
There's got to be something here that shows when I shipped Fainreal. Looks like they took him to some bolt hole in the Wounded Coast. I wonder if that's near the Injured Cliffs. Or the Limping Hills. Massive Head Trauma Bay. No? Just me? Forget I said anything.
Wound. I get it. I just realized what they were saying is like, oh, one that's near the Injured Bluffs. Like, cute. Right, back all the way over here.
We have found neither hide nor hair of the lad Fainreal.
Now you can already tell by now which places will be repetitive and what enemies.
Or slavers.
I like the character banner.
It was addressed to you. It seems to be from your daughter.
My daughter? Then
And if they're
you know what she is.
and if they're having like repeated areas, at least they're having reasons to go back to those areas.
I should have forced her into the circle. My own weakness in the face of her pleas is what destroyed her. It is why I urged Ariani not to give in when Fainreal wished to hide. If only I had been so strong for Olivia.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about the Templars finding out anymore.
Thank you. She is at peace now. I would not wish to see her name smeared while her ashes are still warm.
Okay. So let's head up to Sundermount because there was one thing to do up here. Ambush. Enemies block the path.
know thanks to this lot, can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore. You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
What are you talking about?
You can start making sense any time now.
My manners. Javaris Tintop, merchant and investor. I need forward thinkers to help court the Canary. Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a powder that explodes, and it's just
Ooh, explosive.
No lyrium, no demons. Anyone can use it.
I felt it sting. Their ships fire thunder. I doubt they were eager to sell.
That Arishok said I wasn't worthy. That only their outcast, the Talvashath, or that mercenary. I said, great, I'll go talk to them. Didn't go over well. But, made me think. Maybe he'll bargain if I get rid of something that bothers him more than, well, me.
The Talvashath.
The Talvashath.
Well,
for some paid hunting.
Your people must have something like that already.
They do.
Small things, shaped to crack faults, not shatter the earth. Plus, they're mostly lyrium. Expensive, poisonous. The Chantry controls it topside. The glow makes you a target. Problem after problem.
All right, I'll step in for you. For a price.
I'm done bargain hunting. I want it done right. Now, best I could figure, they're up the Wounded Coast, a whole camp. Take their heads off.
But funny enough, I kind of slaughtered all of them, but still.
Right, and we'll be richly rewarded. Richly.
Richly? Yeah. Quest completed. Black Powder promise. because I already did it. So this has kind of like that whatchamacallit, like with Mass Effect, where like, oh, you just go roaming around, you come across stuff, you do stuff, and then you had a thing in your inventory. Oh, this is where like Mass Effect 3 especially, with like if you know where certain items are, like someone's dog tags, they're a pain in the ass to locate on what is an awesome PvE map. The Cryptid of Kirkwall. I've been called worse. All right.
Shemlin.
Careful, what you mentioned out loud. Suddenly a hawk will swoop down and give you what you lost. Ah, yeah.
Wonderful.
Dalish
Make your
business second to none. Sure.
Yes. The hawk will appear. It is not even a Hudson Hawk. Very underappreciated film.
You're one of the Amaranthine conspirators. There's a bounty on your head.
Curse you!
You want something? What do you think you're doing?
Wow, this dude had like an interesting little tactic there. Okay, so what did we just pick up? Well, that's an upgrade there. Kind of, sort of. Like the hawk will appear. When does hawk suddenly appear? Must be in the Sundermount Passage. You know, I don't mind. It's like, especially if it has that device. It's like, hey, you already been through here. No enemies don't respawn. Eh, no worries. The Dalish. Oh. The Dalish may know where to find it. Ah, so we need to do some chatty. We need to do some chatties.
May the Dread Wolf never hear because of the Ironwood. Have you thought about going to the Keeper and begging for amnesty?
Oops. I don't really mind the repetitive. The first 2 times I was like, yeah, but it blends in. Man. Like, every game is like it's like a lovely person. It's like they all have their charms.
Maybe it's not the mountain.
Watch your step,
Maybe
Shem.
it's just you that's cursed
You don't
my
know
mouth.
how many Dalish
You always
arrows
know
are
just
trained
what to
on
say
you,
to put
I
my
thought.
mind at ease.
Shemlin. Wonderful.
Oh, Merrill. So you've returned. How has your time been among the Shemlin?
It's been nothing but roses and rainbows, Master Island. The alienage is lovely in the spring. The collapsing shacks and drunken brutes are nicely offset by the knee-deep mud.
This path has been of your own choosing, Merrill. A path that has saddened the clan greatly.
Perhaps if the clan was more accepting of the ancient ways and not so mired in fear.
Enough! We will not bicker like children in front of strangers. We cannot undo what is done. My apologies for that display.
Well, you're the one who picked a fight with her.
I am Master Island, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
Are you a specialist? What sort of things do you make?
A Dalish crafter does many things. We create weapons, armor, anything our clan has need of.
We're looking for iron bark.
Any pure iron bark in stock?
What use is iron bark to you? I've never met a Shem who could bend it to his will. Either way, I'm out of stock. I do know where it can be found, but it is impossible to retrieve. Our people were forbidden from venturing to the area.
after we lost 2 of our best hunters there.
What's the problem? Maybe I can give you a hand dealing with it.
I find it insulting that you think you would succeed where we could not. The place is overrun by darkspawn. If we tried to eradicate them, we would risk the precious few hunters we have left. I'll show you where the area is. What you do with the information is up to you.
All right.
Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
All right, we keep finding stuff. Kind of wish like there was like XP for the lore you find. Should have just gone the other way. I'm trying to think of a game that certainly had a lot of repetitiveness in terms of like the task and stuff. Because wait a second, the first Dragon Age had a lot of backtracking and revisiting of areas too. Like you always try to like get as many tasks done before eventually venturing onward. Oh yeah. Sometimes by this a lucky by a vendor. Interrupted by random attacks of violins. I mean, right, there are never random attacks of oboes or basses. It's always random attacks of violins. Wait. The logic that I just heard, if we kill them, we can get their stuff. Alright, this is now 10 out of 10, best game ever. The fact that they just straight up said it. If we kill them, we can get their stuff. I mean, it's the best kind. It's like, what type of logic is that? It's the best kind of logic. Yeah, so this would be the question. It's like, would there be a Dragon Age game where they fully discover gunpowder? In that case, there will be a character that would walk around with a cannon. And when that option is made available, we can quote Hellsing Ultimate Abridged with a simple, by the description of everyone's favorite gender, bitches love cannons. Granted, that's virtually every other game out there, but still. I mean, it is kind of funny when you think about it, that
How do you do that? Do what, kitten?
stagger when you walk. I've been trying, but I trip over my own feet when I do it.
Wait.
You just strut. It's not something you practice.
How do I learn it then?
It comes to you.
Oh.
Usually at night. It's like a lover, or maybe a burglar. Either it ravishes you, or runs off with all your jewelry.
Oh, is it a subplot?
Down and stab it in the heart.
Oh no, what?
That metaphor got a bit away from me, didn't it?
I think it did, but it was certainly exciting.
Everything on the list. I'll get to work immediately. And of course, here...
Yeah, I'm a bit weird with my references and things. Heck, when I do the something for days, something for days, something for days reference, that's also a Hellsing Ultimate Abridged exchange. Kirkwall, Starkhaven, and Tantavale. Why do I feel like all of these things were ripped off for Game of the Thrones? I know I would have said Game of the Thrones. It's a Game of Thrones. Why did I say? When did I say Game of the Thrones?
You're Hawk, aren't you? You used to work with the Fenrir.
Yes. We are the Hawk.
And trust His grace, have mercy.
That's the last of them. You do good work. Come, men, back to the vigil, and away from this cesspool of a city.
The best armor coin can buy.
You need to change your ways, young man.
Yes.
I need to see where the heck is the Meryl's home. Is up this way. See if we can chat with Meryl. Wait a minute, I thought I already nailed that one. So,
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on.
the place looks nice.
Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
Water?
I came here to see you, Meryl. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest, and I'm already a terrible host. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
How the heck do you... I can understand sitting down with the short plays, but how the hell do you sit down on an armchair with like a... dare we say like a 6.5-foot staff?
I'm sure I could think of a better way for you to thank me.
Well, of course you could. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always A bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Viet.
The hands!
It's good that I left.
Face, all nice and smooth and pretty, then you look at the hands.
Never that good with people.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawk. It means a lot to me.
Additional conversation?
This city is amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Someone has jumped outside your door and that's exciting?
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me.
Wow. We're going to have to keep an eye on you, Meryl.
Things just get lost.
Do you miss the Danish?
I miss Haren Pival stories. The creaking of Aravels in the breeze. The city is so busy and confusing. And the elves here are not like my clan. But I'll get used to Kirkwall in time.
The Templars haven't found you, have they?
I've been careful, even among the Dalish. Keepers never work magic in public. And I think the Templars don't even see me. I'm just another elf in the alienage.
Think of it like a game. You can pick up all the things people drop and overlook. Maybe count them.
I think they mostly drop garbage. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Nice crime you have around here. Mana and the use of magic. Alright, Meryl, what else do you have in here? Like more lore and stuff. So, if I was to make an assumption, living room, dining room, obviously, bedroom, bathroom. Back to the Wounded Coast and slaughtering everyone that we have already slaughtered once before. What? You were left standing? I find that unlikely. Oh, black powdered promise. No, yeah. You know, it says like that is that whole...
Do you have a parrot, Isabella? What would I want a parrot for? What about a peg leg? Do you have one of those?
You can see that I don't, dear.
Eye patch? I'm disappointing you terribly, aren't I? And no hook for a hand either.
Wait a second. Bunny, didn't I kill you guys before? Need to get closer? Loot the bodies? Well, loot that body. Loot that body. Get their gear. And that's what I get for trying to make an LMFMO reference, but there you go. Sometimes it's like I don't look at the quest names. Nice. Slaver Caverns.
And the world's rid of one more Canary. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that right, Seamus?
Ashad! You killed him! You Vashedan bitch!
That was their words. See, that's why you need to be dragged home. You're playing too nice with those things. I'll wager you've gone even further than that. Haven't you, brat?
Sounds like he doesn't want to go with you.
Competition? Well, you're too late. The Winters, I, have already claimed him.
Sirrah, if I must go back, so be it. But I will not see these murderers rewarded.
Spoiled shit! I'll cut out your tongue and charge extra for bringing you back quiet. And as for you, I could do with some entertainment while we wait for the others.
You're gonna regret this! Out of range! Who's next?
Dead and good riddance, but she said she was waiting for more. A lot more.
Then we ready ourselves. Strip the camp, and we'll ready a fitting welcome.
It's like, aim for the eyes! Dude was confident.
I've never seen so many corpses. So much blood.
We'll get through this. Hold on a little longer. There may be more coming.
It's like, get those combos and those hits.
Never lied. Never coddled. You are worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are.
Yeah, the Canary are a nice, cool bunch of people.
Try again to make him see.
It's clear this was not your first encounter with this Ashad.
I met him soon after their ship foundered. I had run again to escape the keep and my father. Ashad was to map the coast, to find an answer for the Arishok. I had so many doubts. Kunari have none.
I wasn't aware that Kunari take many friends.
Perhaps it isn't the right word. I am the Viscount's son, bound by everything that means. Ashad did not care. We were both seeking something. That was enough.
I confess, I'm not sure what one does with a dead Kunari.
The body is no longer him, and is worthy of no special treatment. That is, apparently, their way.
Should his people be told?
They will know. Whether they will deign to acknowledge it, I have no idea. There was much of a shard that I didn't understand, but it was so very worth trying.
The Viscount is clearly concerned about your safety.
Is he worried?
The Viscount sends thugs to do a father's job. I was in no danger until his help arrived.
You could have told him this was your wish.
Keep your assumptions. He doesn't hear me. He's as tired of being disappointed as I am of bearing it. And now, a shard is dead. It's not right.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me to him.
Then you gotta go, come here, and then go all the way back. Which I understand is like if you have certain things stacked a different way.
I thought I'd lost you.
Enough, Father.
Allow me to present one Sarah Hawk, Your Excellency. She fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf.
No problems to speak of, aside from the crowd that tried to kill us.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone. Foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with a shard. The Kunari. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
You know what?
Well, that's just foolish. Listen to your boy, he's making sense.
That is quite enough. My apologies, Excellency, for this intrusion into personal matters. There is no... Just move.
Hey, you know what? We try to have Seamus's back there.
Good day to you, Sarah. Good day, Sarah.
Okay. So if we head, because the Slaver one is closed, so we have to go all the way up and around. Basically walking along. And, you know, might want to double check and make sure for all the extra loot and stuff. I mean, after all, there were a bunch of bodies on the floor. We let the bodies hit the floor. Huh. A mace. Can we put the mace to the face? So we go, so we'll extend the stream a bit, go from here to the one up top. Maybe play the Ace of Base. The Ace of Mace? For I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes, I saw the sign.
not say you are unwarned.
Here we go again.
No further, human. Tal Vishoth control these passages.
Ambushes are usually quieter, Kunari.
I did not intend to ambush. I expected to warn a caravan, but you are not helpless. The path ahead is littered with my kind. If you are as skilled as you look, it would please me if you killed them.
And I should trust you.
I have no history of betraying your people, only my own. I did not like my role, so I left the cube. I do not wish to be a murdering thief, so I left these Tal Vishoth to warn their victims. You are no victim, so now I will leave.
What's the trick, Tal Vishoth?
The path ahead is thick with my kind.
It was thick earlier.
And will give you the battle you appear to want. If telling you that is a trick, it is a poor one. I am new to decisions outside my role, human. I have decided to warn you. Do what you will.
I just don't understand the Canary.
They're straightforward people. They're like Krogan.
Now we fight.
Hello, guys. I slaughtered you before, and now I'm back. They were really trying to kill us. They failed miserably. Ooh. Like, most excellent.
Well, at least it's not
Oh, it's another cavern. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting multiple caverns, but alright then.
I'll deal with this.
Alright. So, we'll keep going, knock off these two quests, and... Oh, like, we got the cavern stuff here? Mysterious rubble. A door. It is now ajar.
Get ready! Now you fall! I stand for all of us!
Huh. Good use of... Alright. So seeing the same familiar cavern layouts. Okay. So what was accessible in one area?
Watch your step. Out of range.
Gosh. Oh, this dude is big and beefy. Dudes are like, some of these dudes are like those old Chef Boyardee commercials. Mmm, beefy. Here's a flashback to 1999 and 2000 for you. Alright, autosave kicking in.
Can't we talk about this? No? Trap. That should do it. I'll deal with this. Get back!
This goes on too long. Finish it.
Out of range! That's enough! Get back!
Ooh.
Too weary. You go on without me. Feeling a bit lightheaded. I only have a little left. This is wearing on me.
Well. Yeah, things certainly got out of hand there. Crates? What is... Huh. Alright, so we cleared out one area, got knocked down, and we should go back for the other area. So if anything, if we probably, who knows, maybe we potentially cleared out most everything that could be done. And, well, of course, we have to run around and like do like the chats with stuff, different folks around the city, clearly. That makes me wonder, is like when you get into the deep roads, what that looks like.
Well, at least it's not boring.
Less blighty? But is it ogre-y? Dude was confident that that shield will hold. But eventually, his arm got tired. This is cute. It's almost like walking into the previous cavern, but through the back door.
Take one more step and the boy dies.
What about a small step? A hop? A caper?
Do not mock me, Southerner. You want the boy? Match the offer I have from Tevinter. Undamaged mage flesh, full market price.
Give me the boy and all your gold, and I'll let you live.
You overreach, Southerner. Get back, boy, and witness your hero's fate.
We're under attack.
Again!
It's too far!
Well, there was a slaver in the rock there.
You would have let him kill me. He had a sword at my throat, and you just... I mean, thank you, but what if you were wrong?
I'm never wrong.
Huh. That must be convenient.
Yes, it is very convenient.
Are you working for the Templars?
Your mother sent me.
Huh. Hardly a difference. I can't believe her. My whole life it was all, I'll love you and protect you. Then I have some bad dreams and it's off to the Templars.
I'm here to help you, Fainrail.
Why? You don't even know me.
I've spent my whole life protecting my sister from exactly what you fear.
Is there any chance you'd help me reach the Dalish? That's where I was trying to go. See if they'd take me in. I'm as much Dalish as human.
You'd be alone among the Dalish. Even more than a Dalish would be here.
Compared to being held prisoner, or made tranquil, I'll risk being lonely. Look, I know it's different in other kingdoms, but here, no one helps circle mages. Anything the Templars don't like, you get the brand. The Dalish. They've had magic forever. They could teach me. I won't be a danger, I swear.
It will be your humanity that marks you among the people, not your magic. But I think they will take you.
If there was another way, the Circle would know it.
At least if you go nuts out with the elves, you won't be killing any of us.
Thank you. In my wildest dreams, I could not have foreseen this. Thank the creators, you were the one my mother hired to find me. I will forever be in your debt, friend.
Whatever their differences, his mother deserves to know he's alive.
Well... So, kind of makes me wonder, is there more to this area to explore? Yeah, we came up through there. Aha. You know, sometimes, you know, extra explory stuff. I mean... You know, gotta keep an eye out for the loot. Huh. Back to the coast. Alright, so we covered... a nice chunk of adventures. Of course, the added night from last night, being able to dedicate to Dragon Age 2 probably helped in terms of how much content we got through in the first few days of this game. Let's hit the docks first.
Backbone of the city, and all we get is shit from Hightown.
Hey.
Though
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arashok.
The short mouth, yes.
The short mouth.
Basra.
You go on ahead. I would rather not.
An awkward time to run off, Isabella.
Ah, you know I'd never leave you. It's just that I really have to leave. Now.
Okay.
You are allowed, Basra, until the Arishok declares otherwise.
We're learning about the Kunari.
Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your Arashok.
We're the right hand of the dwarf.
About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Huh. Neat outfit. You think he's compensating for something?
Illustrious Arashok, I am here to report that your hated Talvashoth were felled, one and all. Right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
No?
He's not getting it. Say something.
The Talvashoth camped at the Wounded Coast are dead. You won't honor your bargain?
There is no bargain to honor. His offer for the Gatlock was refused, so he invented a task to prove his worth, when he has none.
I broke my beard getting your outcasts killed.
But he still has his beard. Do you think it hurts?
Yes. His beard hurts.
Competent, and now stand in their shadow pretending it is yours. You demean her accomplishment. Get out of my sight before I bother lifting my sword.
Nevertheless, you have benefited from his action.
Do you think we are unable to hunt our own outcasts?
Yes.
This is interference, nothing more.
So I get nothing for all this work?
If anything, we have been denied the righteous application of the wisdom of the Qun. What payment should I exact for that? Go, dwarf, before I begin my tally.
You may want to take this opportunity to go.
But he has to sell. It's a product. People want it.
There is no profit in empowering those not of the Qun. The means of creating the Gatlock is ours alone. It shall be dispensed only to our enemies, in the traditional manner.
You are a frustrating people. And you're fired. Sodding bunch of oxmen and dog lords. A whole lot breathing smoke.
I think he's mad.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here. We have a purpose, but when it is done, do we leave Kirkwall like this?
Duelist, Shadow, Subterfuge, Scoundrel. Weapon Master. Calling out and eliminate him quickly. Well, We call out our opponents.
Why do you bother me, human? I hire no blades and need no goods. Your kind thinks selfishness and want are normal.
I'm curious.
See, all of it leaves a bad taste.
If you despise this place, why haven't you left?
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability. And yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. You say we should leave, but how can you bear to stay in this chaos?
It's life, glorious and wild.
Why would anyone want to change it?
You like it?
It's a city of people living their lives, for good or ill.
Karistan are soldiers. The Qun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. You allow chaos for good or ill, but one is clearly superior. Can you see how that certainty would benefit this whole city?
Sorry, I find myself distracted by deny and die.
And yet you accept the random violence that plagues this nation.
Again, we like random acts of violence.
The weaker of your citizens would be so close to certainty. Our role may have to change, if the Qun demands. I suspect we are done, human.
You're a long way from home. Why did you come?
To meet a demand of the Qun.
What was the man? Yeah.
A matter only the Qunari understand. We remain until we fulfill the demand of the Qun. Or until the demand changes.
I don't think Kirkwall would do well under military rule.
The rule of the Qun is not military. It is discipline and order.
How is that different?
To your limited understanding, it is not.
Yeah.
You fear soldiers that arrive to remove your pitiable vices. But they do not control Qunari. The Triumvirate divides and governs. One is nothing without the others.
Can you tell me about the other two parts?
No.
Now you're just being difficult.
I am no more equipped to explain than you are to understand. Arishak.
It clearly wasn't written.
Qun, pillars of the Qunari, of the nation that must be. There is but one way to know these things, human. And I have yet to decide if it must be done.
You guard your powder carefully.
It is a tool that can only be allowed to exist under the ordered authority of the Qun.
It could benefit many people.
It does now. Just as swords benefit warriors, but are not given to children. Well, your children.
Ha ha ha.
How many Qunari have you lost to the Tal-Vashoth?
None.
Optimistic, considering my death toll.
We lose nothing when weakness abandons the Qun. It is the Tal-Vashoth who have lost themselves.
I met an honorable one.
Doubtful.
Huh.
He said he was a mercenary, not a murderer.
Then I know he made no claim to honor. When they sell themselves, little remains. He is not even dead to the Qun. He is a living insult.
Okay.
Panahedan, human.
Did he just tell me to get the fuck out? I think he did. All right, in terms of... Okay, okay, we'll bop over into Lowtown. Oh. All right. It's amazing. We keep finding a little. We're extending things a bit here because we keep finding these little things.
Dear miss, word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Another sad Lowtown tale in the making. As if we needed another.
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish? Get ready!
I like interruptions. I'll make this quick.
Neat.
Thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
Surely you didn't realize that just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley, and suddenly we're in business?
Yes, we are.
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
Varnell?
So helpless, I see.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Okay, so... Alright, so let's... do this one, then we'll call it, because at the very least we'll have two main quests to turn in. The lead off Saturday.
Nice to see you too.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
Time is wasting. Who is going where?
My name is Sister Patrice. I have assumed a burden of charity. This is my charge.
Shiva Da.
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
I've had dealings with the Kunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader?
Yeah.
If you've interacted with Kunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arishok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful.
If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
If you are so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Qunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now,
yeah, holy war.
On my own. Helping this mage shows how Qunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
You are not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else.
Huh.
But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawk.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Qunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
Will he help? If I trust him at all.
I don't know his capabilities or if he can function at all in that collar, but I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled.
Well, the Qunari are patient people.
I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
And if you're wrong, I have to deal with it.
That is why I went to Lowtown. You are either capable of the discretion and skill that I need, or you are not.
You don't just stumble on something. Someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Qunari do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Tal Vashoth. They seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
And you think this mage was being hunted?
There's a possibility.
A thinking creature would willingly submit to this. If he was not running before, he has seized the opportunity now.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
Why would they do this to him?
Good question.
That's obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Qunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you are hired. Good luck.
Alrighty, so business as usual, pitter patter. But pitter patter, let's get at her, bud. To the Undercity. Okay, he doesn't talk.
I would not approve of coming here to avoid violence of this consequences.
How about you?
Well, he's clearly not going to help.
We're under attack. What a surprise.
Get back! Now you fall!
Trap!
That should do it. Can't we talk about this? No?
Slicing spiders. Wow, 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 wow. Radioactive Spider-Man. Wow, 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 wow.
Watch your step. All set. I knew this would happen. Come. Let's finish this.
Okay, we got folks who are leveling up. Oh wait, there's something over there.
He's not very helpful, is he?
Look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who will pay the most for your pet.
Oh, he ain't happy.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
Yeah, listen to the smart guy.
You don't think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'll see you dead first.
Well, he did stuff. Neat.
Void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Now we fight. They get the idea, Kunari, Kotojin, whatever. Calm yourself. Did you react because your lead was threatened? How much of
Translation, please.
Instinct, I wonder. You can't gesture or stomp your feet twice for yes or something.
The sister has assumed a great deal from a few grunts and twitches.
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something? Right. Could have expected that answer. Keep control, and remember who is on your side. Of course. I expected no different.
Well, it would be interesting if he ended up being a companion character. But yeah, we can't all get lucky with stuff like that. All right, we made it out into the sunshine. Well, they don't look happy.
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of his Karatam were killed by Tal Vashath, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
How did I know this job would end in more Kunari?
You speak as if ignorance is your natural condition.
It is.
The bodies of his slain Karatam could lead only here. I do not know how you come to hold his leash, but you have no claim in the Qun. He will be returned and this crime cleansed.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Cerebos, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Cerebos?
Cerebos is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Averard?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who leave the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Cerebos. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
That's a good question.
The power that he has, that all Cerebos have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
Just like everyone.
We leash Cerebos because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
I find it hard to believe that Merrill could be so threatening.
Thank you, Hawk. There's no need for such fear.
Are Cerebos? Bas Cerebos? Vashedan! Nera Setar Karasam! You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your death.
But we're no threat to each other.
Bas Cerebos, you will be no threat to anyone.
Here we go! It's too far! That's enough! I suffer no restraint! Out of range! It's too far! My goodness, that was exciting.
Very exciting.
Can you stand?
I think we broke it.
I am unbound.
Oh, he speaks.
Odd. Wrong. But you deserve honor. You are now Pasvaran, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of Arvarad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
So after all this, now you want to die?
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Averard couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It's a way of life.
Choice. As it Tal-Eb. It is to be.
Patrice might take you back if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
Others of your kind live outside the Qun. You could join them.
They are not my kind. I am Qunari. They are not.
They have chosen to be free.
Free? They have refused what they are. I can't choose to not be.
Could you have returned if I'd let these others live?
No.
You were doomed from the start.
I was outside my Karatam.
He's screwed either way.
I cannot know. How I return is my choice. It must be. But that does not mean there is no meaning.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basfaran. Remember this day.
He set himself on fire.
But the creature was free.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
Why arrange this only to subvert it? I need answers.
Yeah, so do I, because that was quite fascinating. Like, given the choice between freedom and, 69. Nice. He chose to barbecue himself. All right. That actually took longer than it. Well, it basically was a dungeon crawl. But the how should I put it? The kind of interesting in its own way. It's like the Qunari are really stricken by the code, and that's why in Inquisition you do something about that.
Clean with no ties. Hawk. It was Hawk, right? From the streets. You took the Qunari from the city without incident.
You know what we faced.
Mind your tongue, Ferelden.
Please, do speak your mind.
Don't string me along. You know that I know.
Whether you believe it or not, I wished you no harm. That might have been useful for someone, but still regrettable. A massacre of citizens protecting a slave might have forced the Chantry to doubt appeasement, to see the Qunari for the monsters they are. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. If such a plot existed, I see how it might be disagreeable to you.
Your Katojan killed himself rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would. My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
You risked my life. Perhaps I should return the favor.
No doubt you would prove a challenge for my guard, but I will not offer the chance today. Violence here serves no purpose. I accept the grim necessities of standing in the Maker's name, but I will not waste his gifts. You did better than you were asked. I will honor that arrangement. We will have nothing more to do with each other.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
Stakes.
She'll be trouble.
Well, I pissed